Yo, trust your feelings, trust your body. Realize that your thoughts, you actually don't have too much control over it. Your brain isn't everything. And at the end of the day, your brain's in service to your body, and your body's going to figure it out. Boom, what is that? A flash flood warning this area. It's a severe alert. Welcome, fam. Much love. Trav here. And it's a wet one. Real wet today, but we're out working on the farm. We're pulling carrots. I'm not sure what we're doing today, but this morning we're on our 6:30 shift pulling carrots, and I'm gonna be honest, when it's wet, it's different sort of vibe, different sort of mood. But wanted to stay on schedule today, follow through, keep my routine regardless of the wetness, and share with you something that I've been working on, something that I've been learning. I told you that I've been trying to learn more, cram more ideas into my brain, and I listened to this Elon Musk, Joe Rogan interview for a second time. I highly recommend that you listen to that one. Elon is a really interesting person. You're going to learn a lot from him, but he's talking about how you have two brains, basically. You have the limbic system. The limbic system controls your emotions and your memories and arousal, excitement, and any sort of emotion. Whereas you have your cortex, which is the more rational thinking and more the conscious thoughts you have and so on. And that they're in a symbiotic relationship with each other, and that we think that the limbic system is in service to the cortex, our thinking brain, but more and more it's actually that the cortex is in service to the limbic system. He was going on to say that in the not so distant future we could have this third layer of AI that basically, like our phone, that we gives us information to Google and to weather, answer any sort of question, maps, navigation, all. It makes us super smart, and that's going to, with Neuralink and stuff like that, be programmed in our brain. But he said something very interesting, which is like, he was saying, most people think that the limbic system is in service to the cortex, but it's really the cortex is in service to the limbic system. And what that is telling us, what that's telling me is like, look, our minds are really interesting things, and they're a little bit crazy. Our conscious mind that we're aware of, and it's often wondering like, where is this leading? Where are my thoughts leading? How are they serving me? Where's all this stuff coming from? But if you have faith that like all this is in service and for your body brain, your limbic system, then you realize it allows you to relax a little bit and be like, you know what, actually, I can sit back and trust a little bit more and look at these thoughts that I'm having and saying that, well, maybe I should pay less attention to them. I should pay more attention to my feelings and think about and focus on how I can make my feelings better, how I can make my feelings more in service to me, or how I can pursue what makes my body feel good more. Pay more attention to your emotions. If you're hungry, you go eat, right? That's not really a conscious thing. That just kind of happens. You follow your feet. And I think a lot of that is, and more examples is like, if you're lonely, seek company. If you're mad, seek outlet. If you're sad, seek expression. If you're stifled in any way, there's ways to express yourself that you ought to go and seek. But we have these thoughts that get in the way. We have our cortex that gets in the way. We have our brain that tells us certain things like, relax. I think it's in our favor to relax that more, get out of our own way more, and allow ourselves to allow our unconscious desires and impulses to guide us more, and just to trust that it's in what we're doing is in service to that. And another thing that I heard that I find really valuable, and this is Tom Bilyeu. I was listening to his interview with Tai Lopez, and then he had some discussion about Tai Lopez, and he's like, look, the goal isn't success, it's brain chemistry. You want to be happy. And that fits in here as well, because like, look, the goal isn't to have, it is, I want X money, I want X, Y family, I want Z body, and so on. Okay. But, sorry, distracted by this text. Not gonna hike this weekend, okay? Right, we want these things, and they may lead us to make us happy, but they may not. When it comes down to it, like, we can aim for targets that help our brain chemistry, but if it's not serving our brain chemistry, then we're failing, right? You look at all these depressed people, you look at rock stars killing themselves. We have an epidemic of mental health issues in our country and the world, people taking opioids and drinking and smoking and all this stuff to numb the pain and so on. I have friends on tour who aren't really as happy as you'd think they would be, because like aiming for the wrong goal. Like the goal should be, what can we do for our brain chemistry to make us happy? And that's what brain chemistry is, like limbic system. We want to feel good. The goal is to feel good. How can we feel good? What can we do? Etc. 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 Well, it's all coming back to just trust in your body. I think like inertia is a thing. An object at rest stays at rest. An object in motion stays in motion. Once you're in motion, just get out of your own way, follow your feet, and let your body do the talking, your body do the walking, etc., etc. So, just some kind of interesting thoughts. And question for you today is, what do you think about all this? What would you like to hear from me? What sort of videos would you like to hear from me? Discussion. And what can you do to get out of your own way? How is your cortex, your conscious mind, how is it serving you or not serving you? And pay attention to your limbics, pay attention to your feelings, pay attention to your emotions, and just go for those things. Because at the end of the day, like, fuck success, fuck the things that you think are going to help you. You have to try to be happy, and that comes down to chemistry and brain chemistry. So, pretty interesting stuff. Just wanted to discuss that and dive in a little bit. So, thank you, appreciate you, and I'm about to dive back into the rain here. So, have a wonderful day, and talk to you soon. Peace.